What's up, everybody? This is God is Good podcast, and today we have another interesting video. Now, I haven't done a reaction video in a while, but this is very interesting. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button so this video can go out into the algorithm to people just like you, and it can help this channel grow. Now, with that being said, let's hop into it. Now, this video is off of Nick Jones' channel, and man, when I say that this video really just blew my mind, it blew my mind because I have been thinking and talking about this for a while. Now, we all know that things are just different in 2025. And I remember telling my wife, I'm like, you know what? Like, it seemed like time have changed. It seemed like time is faster. It seemed like the days are shorter. Like, man, I just feel like time is just never on the same track anymore. And she was like, yeah. And if y'all ever think about it, do y'all ever feel like just when you're at work or you're doing something, before you know it, you look up and it's already been like 3, 4 hours or 8 hours later, and you're like, man, it feel like it just started. I mean, 2025 just got started. It feel like we already halfway through 2025. Like I'm just mind blown. It was just now cold and now it's super hot outside. We were just now celebrating the New Year's and having Easter and stuff, and it's already like already about to be another school year. We were just now watching football, and now football season is literally going to be here next month. Like, time is flying. So this video is very telling. And man, y'all just gotta watch this, man. Y'all gotta watch this. This is some stuff. And we have been talking about the end times, and this video right here is very much telling.
This is absolutely crazy. I know I cannot be the only one who feels like this. I know you feel like this too. Time is moving very quickly.
Yes.
Time is moving. You know how we all say this, like time is flying. Like it's already July 2025. We're already more than halfway through 2025. This year still feels new. I look back and I'm like, yo, this year kind of we just started. That's how I feel.
Yes.
I feel like we just started.
Exactly.
But then I look at the calendar and we have already completed almost more than half of the year. 2026 is fastly approaching. 2030 is fastly approaching. We are living in a time.
Mind y'all, he said 2030. 2030 is like the year that a lot of us believe that is like it. Like either one, we believe that that's when, you know, that's when Jesus will return. Just looking at like how long the president gonna be the president. I mean, he'll be doing 29. So after that, like, you know, and so a lot of us believe that Jesus is probably gonna return in 2030, or that's when things are really just gonna just be very like obvious in our face. But the people who's not in the word is just gonna be so lost. So that show like Nick Jones, his mind on 2030 also.
Like never before. So much so that time is moving faster than any other point in human history. This is not an opinion. This is a fact.
Yep.
AP News. A faster spinning Earth may cause timekeepers to subtract a second from world clocks. So let me get this straight. Welcome to science class with Nick Jones. If you made it to this class, I'm sorry to inform you that this is remedial science, and I actually don't know hardly anything about science, but here you are listening to me, right? So let's break this down. The Earth is spinning. When the Earth completes its rotation, we know that to be one day. Is everybody following with me? We know that to be one day. The Earth is spinning so fast. It's completing its rotation in under a day.
That's wow.
The Earth is spinning so fast. It's completing its rotation under 24 hours. The days are shortening. I'm going to say it one more time. The days are shortening. And just like Duncan Agnew, geophysicist at UC San Diego Institute of Oceanography, said, yet another indication that we're in a very unusual time.
Unusual time.
So let me get this straight. And I know you, when we talk about we're living in a very unusual time, I think you understand what I'm talking about, right? I think we're living in the end days.
Yeah, me too.
In the end times. In the last days. Whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying. I think we living up in that. And I know there's a lot of you who might believe the same thing. A lot of you, maybe you don't believe that. I'm not here to convince you. I just want you to understand something. We are living in a time where time is literally speeding up to the point that the days are shortening. Never has this ever happened before in history. In fact, you want to know something interesting? Going back to our science class, right?
So I just want to point this out too. Like, I remember like sitting with my mom and my sister at the table today, and we was talking about something about I guess we were talking about like passing away, and um I don't know what it was exactly, but we was like joking. I was joking because I was like, well, you better something when it get close to your time. And I was like, wait, hold a minute. I don't even think we're gonna make it there. I was like, by 2030, like I really feel like that's when it's gonna be everybody's time. And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, Jesus is gonna return back. I feel like Jesus is gonna return back. And they were like, oh, I don't believe in that stuff. And I'm like, what? And my mom goes, God said you'll never know the day or time. I'm like, yeah, that's true. But with everything going on now, like it's showing that we towards the end time. And my sister go, oh, people been saying that. People been saying that for years. Mom, if people been saying that since you was little, right? Ain't that right? And I was like, no, like time, like the time. And I was telling them about, you know, time have been shortened. Days are going by faster. And my sisters were like, oh, people been saying that. People been saying that since last year. A lot of people been saying that. Mom, ain't that right? And I'm like, I wanted to keep going to get my point across, but I was like, you know what? There's no point. Because if they're not in the word, they don't, they won't understand. They won't understand. People of the world is not going to understand what Christians think and how we feel about today's society. They won't understand. And even in the Bible, it say that towards the end times, like people going to just be busy doing their own thing. People are going to be lost. They're not even going to see it coming. People in the world are not going to see it coming. And it speaks about uh there's a verse where it's saying people will go here and there, basically like saying people are going to be busy and knowledge will increase. And well, technology is already increasing, y'all. We see that. Um, but yeah.
Genuinely speaking. Generally speaking.
He can't say.
I got a little bit of that. Whatever you get from them, you know, what JFK was saying,
The vaccines.
From the vaccines. I think I got it from the vaccines. The Earth has been slowing down. So over the past thousands of years, the Earth has been slowing down. And this is very interesting. And you may not know this, but since 1972,
See, the Earth have been. No, I'm saying it. I'm messing up. The Earth have been slowing down. So basically, what my sister was saying, like, it's the opposite. Like, no, like, maybe time seemed longer, but it didn't seem faster till now. Like, yeah, we all say time flies by, but now, like, I this year you can just really tell a big difference in time. You really can. Like, I got my tooth pulled. I made a video, and that was like, oh, that was like what? Not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. We are, dude. We're already about to hit the third Sunday after my teeth been pulled. Cause last weekend I was by myself. The weekend before that I got my tooth pulled. We're about to hit literally the third Sunday, or you can say second Sunday after I got my teeth pulled. That's crazy. That seemed like that just now happened last weekend.
we've added 27 leap seconds to time. So the Earth has been slowing down. And this is by milliseconds. But these milliseconds, they do what they do. They add up. So over time, we have to add more time to the clocks to even this out. And we've done that 27 times since 1972. You know what we've never done since 1972? Add a negative second to the clocks. And this is exactly what we're proposing to do. We would add a negative leap second to the clocks. And this would have to take place, according to this article, this would have to take place sometime in 2029.
29. Wow.
So we would need to do this sometime in 2029. We also have a former, what do you call it? I was going to say a Navy man. He's not a Navy SEAL. Or maybe he might have been a Navy SEAL. I don't know. I'm not sure. Shout out to all the Navy SEALs. But you have Dennis McCarthy, retired director of time for the U.S. Naval Observatory. So he's the retired director of time for the U.S. Navy. He said we absolutely are going to have to do this. Like, we're headed towards a negative leap second. It's just a matter of when. So it's not if, it's a matter of when. Let me just remind you, we've never done this ever before in history. We've never done this. We don't even know the full consequences of what's going to take place if we do this. And by all indication, this is something that we're going to have to do. 1 second. 1 second doesn't sound like much. But in today's interconnected world, getting the time wrong could lead to huge problems. Huge problems. A negative leap second. We don't necessarily know what's going to happen to a lot of what we interact with here on Earth. A lot of what we interact with here on Earth is tied to software in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, the phone that we use, our computers, the internet, the work that we do, the products that we buy and consume, all of that in some way, shape, or form is tied to software in some capacity. In some capacity. From a supply chain standpoint, to get this water to me to where I'm holding it in my hand, there was software involved to manage the supply chain, to create the product, to manufacture the product, to manage the warehouse and the operations. There's software intertwined into almost everything that we consume here on Earth. The financial systems, time is very crucial to the financial systems for a various amount of reasons. When you start
Yeah.
tinkering with time, when you start
Like the stock market.
subtracting time from software, weird things start to happen because software was not designed to have time removed from it, because that was never even something that we were even considering. That was never even a possibility. But what do you think is going to happen when we start removing a second? Even a second is big. When we start removing a second from these legacy softwares that these financial institutions are using, who are not prepared to have even a second removed, because everything they do is based on time. When they are validating transactions, when they are denying transactions, when they are approving, when you swipe your card, when you go to the ATM and you're trying to pull money out, when they're trying to keep a detailed list of transactions and so much more, this is dependent on time. And if time is off, even in the smallest sense, that could cause ripple effects that we have no idea could possibly turn into. Not to be
Yeah, I was just thinking like, in the Bible where it speaks about basically like chaos happening in the world. And look at the world. The world is fully like almost the world is fully dependent pretty much now on technology. Like me making this video, getting it out to y'all is based on technology. Us getting in touch with one another is based on technology. Your job is based on technology. Like getting places, getting to places is based on technology. Everything is technology dependent. That's just wow. I know it seemed like 1 second. Like how can that? But just think. That's just crazy. I don't know the logistic of technology, but time being changed and stuff can make a big difference in a lot of stuff. We already see how time just going back like an hour kind of throws things off a little bit. So just changing time in everything. Yeah. Yeah.
doom and gloom, but we're living in a time where we are literally being told that they are going to shorten the days
Yeah.
because time is moving too fast. It's very interesting. One of my initial thoughts, because Elliot was the first person who actually told me this story, one of my initial thoughts was, how come we have to intervene? Like, if the earth is spinning faster or slower, how come we have to intervene? And it's because the entire world is built on this system of time that we created as human beings.
Yeah.
When time starts to become out of line, when we can no longer agree on time, that creates conflicts globally. And those conflicts inevitably are going to have consequences. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just from 1 second. There is a possible scenario. If this continues down the path where it's on right now, there is a possibility that we would have to do this again. We would have to remove another second.
Pretty much.
I'm just saying the possibilities of what could potentially happen are almost endless because we don't know what's going to happen. I'll tell you this. In 2017, there was a study The gentleman's name is two people, Bilham and Bendick. That's his real name.
He said that's his real name.
From the University of Colorado. They said that the Earth's increased rotation level, like, so the Earth's, we're back in science class. The Earth is spinning so fast, right? When the Earth spins so fast, faster than normal, essentially what's going to happen is we're going to see more seismic events on Earth, which essentially means we're going to see more earthquakes.
Which we're already
We're
seeing.
going to see more seismic activities, which means we're going to see more earthquakes.
Like we're literally feeling earthquakes in Georgia. We don't even have earthquakes in Georgia. Never known to really have earthquakes in Georgia, and now we feel earthquakes in Georgia. Like, that's wow. Y'all heard about the flood that happened in Tokyo? The flood that happened in Texas? These are all natural, like, disasters that are happening.
I'm not trying to scare y'all. I'm just trying to let you know. Now is not the time to not pay attention to this stuff.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. You remember what Jesus said in Matthew 24? He said this, speaking of time, see that no one leads you astray. For many will come in my name saying, I am the Christ, and they will lead many astray. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not alarmed by this, for this must take place. But the end is not yet, for nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are but the beginning of birth pains. Then they will deliver you up to tribulation and put you to death, and you will be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And then many will fall away and betray one another and hate one another. And many false prophets will arise and lead many astray. And because lawlessness will be increased, the love of many will grow cold, but the one who endures to the end will be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be proclaimed throughout the whole world as a testimony to all nations. And then the end will come. Verse 15, the abomination of desolation. So when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by the prophet Daniel standing in the holy place, let the reader understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let the one who is on the housetop not go down to take what is in his house. And let the one who is in the field not turn back to take his cloak. And alas, for women who are pregnant and for those who are nursing infants in those days, pray that your flight may not be in winter or on a Sabbath. For then there will be great tribulation, such as has not been from the beginning of the world until now, no, and never will be. And if those days had not been cut short, no human being would be saved. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be cut short. Listen, there's several different interpretations. There's several different commentaries. There's a lot of different perspectives that people have in relation to those verses, right? I'm simply here to say this. We're living through some things that we have never seen ever before in the history of Earth. I think we can all see the writing on the wall. I think we know what comes next. I think we know where these things lead to. I think we know. So, for those of us who know, we must stay prepared.
Amen. And see, I wanted to point out the part when it say there will be false prophets that will try to lead you astray. Don't let them lead you astray. It just take me back to like, there are gonna be people that not even just prophet, but they're gonna be people that are gonna be like, no, because like when I heard that, that literally took me back to like when my sister was like, oh, that been happened, oh, this been happened. There are gonna be people that are gonna tell you that. Oh, this been happening. Oh, we been had this issue. Oh, they say this all the time. Oh, they keep saying Jesus gonna return. He's not gonna return. Oh, this and that. Oh, that's gonna be forever. Like, no, stay on guard, y'all. Stay on guard, cause we don't know when. We still don't know when exactly. Yeah, we think 2030, but it could be like 30 years from 2030. And what I'm saying is, stay on guard. Stay in Christ, because you never know. I mean, it could happen. Everything could immediately happen super fast right now or tomorrow. It may not even look like how we think it's going to look like and happen in the next like 5 days, 5 years, 5 minutes, 5 hours. You never know. This whole reason why I'm showing this video is because it's pretty clear that some things are happening. They are taking place. God wouldn't put that in the Bible if he didn't want us to be warned. Because we are seeing things happening and taking place. So with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all ever feel like, time has sped up or anything? And if you would like to, feel free to subscribe to this channel. And the support is very much appreciated, y'all. I appreciate y'all time for even watching this video. So with that being said, I hope everyone have a blessed day. Much love. I'm out.